Hello there, I'm Rick, and today I want to talk to you about uncertainty in data. I've been working with business intelligence and data my entire life, and I think quite often we shy away from uncertainties. We so desperately seek a guarantee and the simplify, the categorize of just three and things like that. But what I've found is if you really truly want to be effective, and if you want one word that helps you gauge the effectiveness of the people around you, your peers, it is how do we handle and thus share transparently uncertainties. Think about it. When you talk to a project manager, they really want to report green. Information wants to be free. If they could report green, they would. If they can't, it's so easy they talk about all other kind of things, pretending to be green, explaining why they're not green and all stuff like that. But what you're really interested in, the percentage, the estimate. Of course, once again, we're talking about uncertainties. There's no guarantee. But where are you heading? When do you think you will know more to start promising things? Likewise, if you're talking about a budget for a year or 18 months or something like that, if you encounter such and you don't have any room for uncertainties or surprises, they're oversimplifying things. Probably they don't trust their own budget. They know in 2 months they're going to have 10 months of explaining the same deviation again and again and again. So look for people who touch and embrace uncertainties, because uncertainties also include room for opportunity and having margin for reflecting. Are we doing the right thing at the right time? And the bigger scale we're working on, if we're planning a city or doing big things, uncertainties really matter a lot. If you're taking small steps, things you've done for so many times before, like say you have staff who are brilliant, they always perform great on a topic, then looking for this is less important. If it's someone like myself doing camera right now or doing things I'm highly unqualified or trained for, then increase how much you look for it, increase the margin, the effort it might require, increase the budget it might require for you if you're owning a project or something. Is it their first rodeo, or have they done similar things before? And you'll find, once again, the newer people are, the easier it is to make things look simple. It's just 7 dots and we'll be done on a flow chart. But the more senior is kind of, this is what I can promise. This is what is a stretch. This is out of my control. And once again, I really want you to look at the data behind all decisions on it. And the thing is, with IT people, we kind of think we're binary, right? Zeros and ones, yes or no's. But we're all human, we're all irrational. So it's really hard for IT people to talk about what's not in their database. Why might things not end up there? Or why might data be invalid, corrupt, or missing? 10 out of 10 has the discount appropriately, but then you look at another data where you see, well, we missed this tax value on 1 out of 10, or we realize it's not 10, it should be 12 because 2 of them are stuck in the log files for whatever it is they didn't migrate up to the database. Only the tech people saw it when they were debugging and they didn't know this is golden data that should be moved to. Whatever it is, then you're talking about real. If people talk about the uncertainties, what might happen, you're never seeing the entire picture when you're looking at a chart in a database, because things has happened on the way. And once again, I'm not saying you shouldn't make decisions on it, because you should. But if no one is talking about what might you not see. They're also not talking about what you're unaware of controls you. And if you think someone else's best bet is your whole truth or is a guarantee of a project deliverable, you're probably going to get surprised in ways you don't like. So do look for uncertainties, and especially in yourself. What happens when I get uncertain in this area? It's not a problem. When I get uncertain in this area, myself, I fall to a halt. I bunker down. I overanalyze things. It's really, really good to know yourself and the team you're working with. How do they behave when they encounter uncertainties? Because we all do that. Some of us pick it up earlier and some of us pick it up late. Some of us pretend they don't exist because we like this oversimplified digital world of yes and no's and ones and zeros, and acting as this, it ought to be done, it ought to be everything. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see all the noise signaling that, yeah, it's more data out there than what we currently have in our database. So look for it and look what happens with yourself as well. Chances are you have so much potential inside you that you haven't dared to unleash onto the world to help other people because you're a bit uncertain what's going to happen if I try. So in the big things with data, unpersonal things, changes the game internally. In your own narrative, your own inner game also changes way more than you think. Befriend uncertainty. Make it a curious journey in itself, and you're gonna find you learn so much more. Have a good one, my friend. Take care. Bye bye.